Hello everyone, Mark Meinzinger, your catering chef, coming to you from the University Club Garden. Just wanted to talk briefly about the project we have here, how it started, when it started, and how it's evolved since. So our project here started off as a small space the very first year. It's grown exponentially since, as you can see. It's now quite large, and it's evolved over that course too. At first we started growing things that we couldn't get from our suppliers. At the time I was looking for little green zebra tomatoes that you often just can't find at the stores. Now we've got a significant amount of space. We do tomatillos for tomatillo salsa. We do hot peppers that we'll use in dishes or we'll dry out and use over the course of the year. Around the patio there we have a number of fruit trees. Now we went with multi-variety trees where we have an apple tree, for example, which has 5 different varieties on one type of tree. We've planted some rhubarb. We gave a try to some asparagus as well. And overall, we've spent this time trying to figure out what grows best here, what we can do and produce in volume for ourselves here at the University Club, as well occasionally over at the catering department. When we want to do a batch of something that perhaps we don't have enough volume for, we'll substitute it with other produce that we bring in from our suppliers, ideally local stuff, as you would expect. One of the great things about the garden is we've used it as an educational tool for our apprentices as well. Last year, our third-year apprentice took over managing, planning, and executing the garden. So he became in charge of, with consultation of myself and the executive chef, drew up a plan, drew up a budget. We picked all the plants we needed, we planted them all ourselves, and we got a pretty decent harvest. If you had tomatillo salsa from the catering department last year, it was probably from our garden here. You can see here we've got our apple tree just growing out front of our patio. It's a 5 variety in one tree. They graft different stalks of different types of apple trees onto one original stalk to give a number of different varieties. We've got Macintosh, we've got Golden Delicious, there's Honeycrisp on here as well. Again, behind you we have a pear tree of the same type, which originally started off with 5 different varieties. Over the years we've lost a few, so I believe we're down to 3 different types on this pear tree. Now trees like this take a few years to come into their own, start producing fruit. It's taken almost 5 years or so for us to start getting a decent harvest off the tree. But last year we were able to prepare a number of desserts with apples fresh off our apple tree. This is our year 1 Honeycrisp tree. We had a plum tree out here that unfortunately died off. So last year we replanted a new apple tree. So you can see the difference between a year 1 here and the 6 or 7 year old one I showed you on the far side.